Pistons Live is presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Hey, credit to San Antonio Spurs tonight. That was a physical contest, and they got hit. They got hit time and again, but Victor and the boys continue to get back up, continue to fight, and it is the visiting Spurs from San Antonio who put an end to the Pistons' 5-game win streak, 114-103, alongside Grant Long and Johnny Kane. Hey, we knew we were going to find out a few things this week.
Yep.
Obviously, tough slate of games. Spurs, Thunder, Cavs, all this week. What do you think they learned tonight in the game against San Antonio?
Well, simply put, Johnny, the Pistons took away nothing in this ballgame. The Spurs put 6 guys who had double-figure attempts in the ballgame. That's difficult to defend. That means somebody is really getting a good look at the basket continuously. You think you stop one guy, they rotate the ball, he gets another shot, somebody else gets another shot. 6 guys getting double-figure attempts, that's a lot of shots to defend. That puts a lot of pressure on your defense. So you go back to the drawing board and you say, well, how can we reduce the number of people who got shots? They did a good job on Wemby in the first half, slowed him down, but you knew it. As amazing as he's been all season long, he was going to find a way to get him put his stamp on this ball game, and he certainly did.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those, hey, make somebody else beat us. They had enough contributions, particularly from the starters, all 5 starters in double figures. But, you look at like the three-point shooting here tonight. Pistons didn't shoot it great from beyond the arc. Obviously, San Antonio, they came out shooting lights out early. Really good numbers, shooting about 50% there in the first half. And then for the game, just shy of 50%. And they share the basketball. You look at the assist numbers on that, the points off turnover. A good collective game from San Antonio. And it's not like this team's just, come out of nowhere. Over these last couple of weeks, they've been the best team in basketball, having won 9 straight games now. And a lot of those games by double figures. So this is a team, if you're Oklahoma City, not that the end all be all is just to finish first in your conference at the end of the season, but OKC's leaking oil, and San Antonio right now is like, they look like world beaters. By the end of this season, who knows, over these final 2 months, San Antonio might be the 1 seed out west.
Well, listen, simply put, that's the stamp, and that's the stamp of Greg Popovich. He's no longer the coach, but he is still behind the scenes. And if you go back 10, 20 years, Greg Popovich has always said, yeah, we're going to start off slow, but we want to be better toward the end of the season than we were at the beginning of the season. And that's what we're seeing from this Spurs team. They're getting better as they continue to move through the season. They have a healthy roster now, and they're going to continue to gel and play together. And I think they'll be at their peak when the playoff starts if they continue this ascension. But again, let's go back to the Pistons and what they were able to do. They played very competitively. We understood that they were going to do that. Some things that they could possibly tweak. Yeah, Cade didn't have his best game, so you think that he's going to play better if given the situation one more time.
Sure.
I don't look at this, as you mentioned, Johnny, as the end-all, be-all. This is a game that the Pistons will look at, make some adjustments, and move to the next one.
Well, they're going to get a chance to see him again in a week and a half out in San Antonio. Let's get to our GMC Pro Vision. I want to look at the three-point shooting. We highlighted their numbers on that. Devin Vassell, 7 triples tonight. Julian Champagny with 5 triples. Went in the number 2 in the West right now because these guys are not shy about contact.
Well, I think anytime you're going to play in big situations, you're going to have to bring a physical element, and both the Spurs and the Pistons understood this wholeheartedly, and both teams really gave everything they had on the physical part of it. Wemby found himself getting up off the floor plenty of times tonight. The Pistons really put their stamp on this game defensively, especially in the first half. Attention to the details, make Wemby struggle, make him earn every spot on the floor. They did a great job of doing that. Now, the second half, as I said, you're hard to keep a good man down like that.
Yeah.
The Pistons kind of felt some of that coming back on the other side, where the Spurs were physical as well. But like I said, you mentioned 1 and 2 in the NBA. You don't get to that pinnacle by being soft.
Right, yeah,
you got to be physical, and both teams showed that today.
Yeah, no softness tonight.
No.
Let's hear from JB Bickerstaff, coach's post-game remarks, brought to you by Glassman Automotive.
JB, their threes never really slowed down tonight. What did you feel they were doing so well to create those looks?
They moved the ball well. They attack off the bounce to draw your defense, to create those sprays. Some of them were our fault, Like we gave up strong side corner threes, which we typically don't. Replacement threes, that we typically don't, but give credit to them. They played a good ball game.
We didn't see Asar Thompson much in the second half. Is there anything that went into that decision?
No, just I thought Ron was playing well. Gave Ron extra minutes.
I think Stephon Castle had the Cade matchup throughout the game. Just what did he do to make this tough for Cade tonight?
I mean, it wasn't just him. You could see there, they had 5 guys dialed into him to try to limit what Cade could do and his impact. But, we'll go back, watch the film. We got him next week. We'll be prepared.
You just mentioned that you guys have him next week. What did you like about the defensive performance that you guys did on Victor Wemby, especially in the first half when it seemed like it took him a while to really get going?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did a good job. Being physical with him, keeping him in front of us, making him earn everything. I thought we did a good job.
7 for 36 from 3, was that kind of just a result of y'all kind of missing open ones, or was it more so the defense?
I mean, I thought we got good looks. Obviously some of them were contested, but, I think the majority of them are shots that we take.
And then, kind of as an adjustment, would there be, more schematic things that you could do to continue to get better looks?
I mean, yeah, always. And that's my responsibility, is to help our guys out, put them in better positions next time.
With Oklahoma City coming up next, I know you haven't had a lot of time to think about it or anything, but having that opportunity, is that encouraging for the team where, you get to play this top red hot team and then you go right into another, tough match?
Yeah, I mean, our guys, respect everybody and want to give everybody their best shot. So no matter who the opponent is, our guys are looking forward to those challenges.
JB, what did you make of your group's ability to try and score around Wemby in the paint with the way that he kind of changes the geometry?
Yeah, I thought late we figured it out. And, you got to go through him. You can't go around him. And I thought JD did a great job late where he was going through him. But if you allow him to play in space, he's too long, too smart, too well positioned. So you got to go at him, try to go through him more. I thought we did that later on. Thank you.
All right, with Victor Wembanyama, 21-17, and 6 block shots tonight. Good, well-rounded affair for Wemby. But as Coach was saying there, you got to go through him. You can't go around him, and or it's tough to get around.
You're right.
Kind of speak with your chest a little bit tonight. I thought we'll make him our Curado player of the game. Again, rose to the occasion, got knocked down, continued to play well. He just obviously changes the dynamic of the entire game because he's obviously the best rim protector in the game. The guy's shooting 41% in the painted area when Victor's around.
Listen, you're looking at an eventual MVP. He's 22 years old, and I'm also going to go out on a limb and say he'll be the first $100 million per year player that the NBA has ever seen. He's going to be that good. At his size, there's no one that can do the things that he's doing on the floor. When he adds some more strength and some size to hold his place on his sweet spots, he's going to be almost like when Shaq came into the league. Unstoppable. You're not going to be able to move him. He's got a tremendously high ceiling, Johnny, and I think for a long time to come, if he stays healthy, he's going to be one of those guys, the face of the NBA, if you will.
Yeah.
One of the faces, I should say.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take